What's up, y'all? This was bothering me, like on my brain, so heavy today that I needed to post a video. I didn't care how I looked, but I wasn't trying to put fancy clothes. This is a raw video from a teacher who's a few years out from retirement and trying to figure out my next steps and plan, not for just me, but for my kids. I have to figure out what I'm doing. And the crazy part is, and one of the most scariest things, and I've said it before, is to leave my children with no idea of what they need to do. If something happens to me, I want them to have the opportunity to have a plan. I don't want them to be stressing. I've seen too much loss this past year and the beginning of this year where people are scrambling, people have no insurance. Myself, when I retire, because all of us have to retire one day. As we get older, you don't want to think about like the future of what will happen, but the reality of it is it becomes bigger than you. It becomes about like your family. What are your plans when you retire with some dignity, with hope? I want to retire with some class. And being a school teacher is, I would say, one of the most difficult jobs that's out there as far as weighing on you in a mental way. I called I called TRS today. If you don't know, everybody who teach know what TRS is. I'm pretty sure. So I did call because I needed to know what my retirement looked like, in case anything happens to me and my children get my benefits, and or I retire and I want to be okay. 20 years ago, teaching was different. The stress was different. The worrying was different. All we really were worried about were lesson plans and maybe a difficult parent here and there. But now we carry so much more. And that's anybody that works in education. We carry so much more now. Students are coming to our classrooms overwhelmed, anxious, exhausted, and a lot of them have emotional weight that lands on us. And we tend to take on that emotional toll that a lot of our students bring to the classroom. Too many educators feel drained, and not because they don't care, but because they care too much. And that's including myself. Sometimes you care too much that it weighs on you. You're giving too much of yourself every single day. You tend to say, how long can I keep doing this in the same way? What does my future actually look like? So that's why calling TRS mattered to me, because I needed to know I'm a single mother of two beautiful children, and I wanted to have a plan in place. And it reminded me for about the future. And it wasn't about giving up. It's about taking care of yourself. It's about choosing momentum instead of burnout. I'm hoping the excitement from being motivated, because I am close to retirement in a few years, that it will give me that push to want to keep going. My family is my biggest motivation. Retire. I've seen people do it where they retire and then they pass away suddenly, or they retire unhappy. And I just really don't want to be in that place. I want to be present for my family. I want to be present. I want to have some stability. I want to have a peace of mind, which is so important, and enjoy my retirement. So if the Lord bless for me to live that long, to be able to retire, those are the things that I want to do. And when you don't have a plan in place, it changes a lot of things. I want you to know that it is okay to start asking questions about what your future will look like. It's okay to start making plans, because in my burnout phase right now, and looking at this, since we were snowed in anyway, I was like, I might as well call TRS and get some information. Or just so exhausting at work, and I need something. I'm looking for a win here. I'm looking for a win. And yes, not every day is bad, right? Not every day is bad. That's teaching. if you have a retirement system, 401ks, extra plans, whatever, I highly encourage you to do. If you've been teaching for at least 10 years, I encourage you to check on your retirement. I encourage you to have a plan for sudden emergency, sudden death, the big picture. And my goal is to hopefully build up some positive momentum so I can continue to work with kids the next few years that I am in this field. All right, take care. Catch you next time.